Light is green. Hello, everybody. I'm going to finish up our study of Eric Clapton today, and then we are also going to get started on Billy Joel today, Piano Man. Piano Man on ukulele. It's not as goofy as it sounds. It might be. I don't know. We don't know if it'll be goofy or not. Website is jollyrogerukulele.com. Swing by there, pick up the sheet music, and let's see what we can turn it into. Enter settings, open a new window, update, and then update. Let's make sure the link works properly. Then we'll go tweet, and then we'll get started. Those of you logging in, if you will grab Wonderful Tonight first, let's get that thing taken care of. Let's get Eric Clapton over and done with. Okay, link works well, and https Jolly Roger Ukulele .com. Grab this, grab that, tweet. All right, good. So we got that taken care of, and everybody's rolling in here. Grab blah 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 blah. Grab Wonderful Tonight first, because we didn't get those played yesterday. We're going to play those first. I'm going to try to play them first, and then go ahead and pull up Mr. Joel's Piano Man. Let me hit reload on this guy. And Piano Man. Dink. And then we'll just get started studying Piano Man. It's a long song, guys. 6.5 minutes long, something like that. It'll take us 10 minutes to play it, so we won't get through the whole thing today. But we'll get a bunch of it done. Tonight, put in the 4 score. Overwrite. Dink. From the night. 4 score. Overwrite. Okay. And then close. Piano Man. There's that. Okay. And then let's grab this one. Okay, good. And that's everything. All right, let's see. How are we doing? Oh, gosh, everybody's here. Before we begin, let me again say, offer my apologies for last night. Technology was completely unbearable last night, and a lot of time I always am like, don't let your first bad golf shot turn into your next bad golf shot, and then I almost inevitably do that exact thing. So I do apologize for last night, not only the technology problems, but my reaction to the technology problems. We'll try to do better. Okay, Wonderful Tonight. I just had way too many computer changes all in 1 week, and it made me sad. All right, Wonderful Tonight. We play down through 31. No, we play down through 18. Come back to the beginning, then play to 31. Then come back to the beginning, play down to 17, and then at 17 you jump to 32. So hopefully you've made some kind of a notation on your sheet music, like, hey, at the third time you're going to jump. And I made it clear in the lyrics, but I didn't necessarily make it clear. Yeah, I made it clear. It's fine. Yes, all right. It's perfectly clear. All right, so let's give it a try. Who all made it in today? We got a nice group already. Let's see. Sandy's in 86 up in Upper Michigan. 86 in Michigan. That's too hot. Ronnie is in. She says it's pretty toasty down in New Mexico. Pam is here. They're having a crummy day in New Mexico. Michelle's having a breezy day up in Oregon. Diane, a little bit of thunder around here. Is See, I can't tell. It's so overcast and smoky. I can't tell if it's cloudy as well. It looks like actually I can see a little bit of blue sky out there, Diane. Maybe it's clearing up. Rita's in from Chicago. Patricia Lauton is here, local. Vic, sound is good, nice and hot up in Eugene, upper and middle 80s if I remember right. Carol, stormy afternoon in the high country. Not complaining. You'll take a storm, right? You'll take a little bit of rain in the high country anytime. Terry's in from across the street. Pauline, hey Pauline, in from Northern California. Amy, hey everyone, we're finally getting some peaks of sunshine. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I just said, Amy. I looked out, I'm like, wait, there's kind of a blue sky-ish, so hopefully the wind's blowing some of that smoke somewhere else. Nancy's in, 86 and overcast down in Florida. That's probably a regular day. Robin in from British Columbia. Kat in from Texas. I know, what the heck, Kat? Keep skipping yesterday. My goodness. Marianne, back in Michigan where mosquitoes are. I had a friend go visit some relatives up in Minnesota, and they were sitting around with like bee catcher hats on, but that's netting for mosquitoes. And I thought, I don't think I could live like that. Patricia is in. Janice in from Sydney. Good to see you, Janice. Vic, last night wasn't so bad. You didn't break anything. Oh, it felt very broken here, Vic. Very, very, very broken. Elizabeth is in. Made it late. Just finished number 4. Oh yeah, Elizabeth is writing 50 songs this summer, you guys. Let's hold her feet to the fire. And if any of you have that inkling in your soul, Google 50-90 songwriting competition. 50 songs in 90 days songwriting competition. And then go look at the craziness is there. I did it 3 or 4 years in a row. Still one of my favorite things I've ever done. And I wish I still had time to do it. Someday I'll have time to do it again. Linda, just in from the heat. 82 up in British Columbia. Still hot up there too. Okay, guys. All right, wonderful tonight. Let's make it happen. From the top. Don't rush it. Slower than Eric Clapton would have done it. And let's just see what happens. 1, 2. was getting all fancy trying to bend those notes at the end there, and I blew it. Isn't that a nice arrangement, you guys? Seriously. That'll work. That'll work. I'm really pleased with that. That just comes right out. All right. Let's put it on baritone. Let's see. Oh, hey, Fran. Welcome in. Fran, what's the weather doing down there in SoCal? I want her to say it's 80 degrees and there's rain. I don't think that's what she's going to say. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful on Wonderful Tonight. All right, let's go grab the baritone version. Now, guys, here's the thing, right? When you're on ukulele, most of you are on ukulele, and you look at G, F, C, you're like, okay, this is my time. A minor. That's it. 4-chord song. What the heck? Come on, Eric. Put in a 5th chord somewhere. Let's do this, okay? You guys are at 4 beats. Maybe thumb, index, middle, ring, or thumb, index, middle, index. Something to just add to the overall prettiness of it. Pluck, 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 pluck. Strummity, 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 strum. Whatever works. I'll try to keep it as steady a pace as I can. You guys make it happen. 1, 2. jump. Go. That's it. That's how it goes. Makes sense-ish, right? I think so. I think it's a good arrangement. All right. We just took Eric Clapton, put him on 4 strings, 10 notes. Yeah, 10 notes. A couple of chords. And here we are. Let's see, Francis, 97, but there was a thunderstorm in the mountains above us an hour ago with pouring rain. Wish we had some of that rain. Yeah, so when you live in California, you're like, yeah, I heard that there was a rainstorm up the block 6 miles. Well, we might get some of that. All right, let's talk Piano Man real quick. How much time we got? We got about 10 minutes. So we'll go over the ukulele version of it, of course, but I want you to, so we will obviously not be able to get the whole thing done, but we will be able. We may end up spending a couple of days on this. This is a huge, long song. And Piano Man, ukulele, here it is. So, again, guys, as we've been doing all summer, you get the lead sheet first, okay? So you have, I think it's 5 pages. 5 pages, okay? The nice part is the last page is basically the same as the introduction, and so we'll talk about that. And then there's one hard thing that I am really struggling with trying to get it to come out of my ukulele the way it's supposed to. It is correct. I've checked it 87 times, but it is hard to play. And then the majority of this song is pretty straightforward. It really is not it's not gonna ruin your life putting this thing together. It's in the key of F. B flat shows up pretty regular, but for the most part, this is pretty standard issue stuff. And so I think that it'll be kind of fun for you to put it together. We'll probably work on it today and tomorrow, and then I may have another one ready to go, or may not. Who knows? We may have this one just for the next 3 days, but we'll see. Things feel like they're getting settled down around this condominium a tiny bit, so I'm hoping that we end up with more than less. Ronnie says beautiful. Yay! Thanks, Ronnie. All right, Piano Man. Those of you who are too young to remember, Billy Joel was a big deal back in the 70s. Then he married the model Christy Brinkley, and she was really something at the time. She's still really something, but at the time she was really, really something. Super famous power couple back in the day. I think this is before they came up with the idea of power couple, but they were a big deal. Christy at least did. I don't know if she still does. Lives in up here in Aspen. Billy lives in New York, Long Island. Billy has turned out to be a bit of a piece of work, and Christy has led a very charming life. So this was a major hit of his back in the day. So that's for those of you who don't know. The rest of you, you know Billy Joel is. All right. So let's give just the intro. Just do the intro section up. Let's just, in fact, do the first 6 measures and see if this makes sense. Okay. So from the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're into major 7. At first, you won't recognize it overly much, but now let me put the chords in underneath it, and then I think you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I know that." That's what we're going to be going after. That's just that intro, and it does definitely set the mood. Here's the part Amy says, the first CD I bought was Billy Joel's The Stranger. Isn't that something? I own that album too in college. Isn't that something? It's so cute doing these 70s and 80s pop tunes. People are like, oh yeah, I went to the record store to get that. And remember record stores? Go in there and they always smelled like something, I don't know, like incense. And then you go and you'd be like, $15? That's ridiculous. And then you pay it. I never could talk myself into paying that. That always seemed like way too much money. I had about 3 albums in high school. So this sets up the intro. The hard part here is you'll remember bum ba da dum bum ba da dum bum, and I definitely know measure 7, 8, and 9 is going to take some work. I've been working on it. I don't know necessarily if I can play it yet, but I definitely know that it is playable. How about that? So measure 7. Notice if you're just playing melody, okay, you're going to have this 3 to 8 thing that's kind of a bummer. So just know if you're playing melody, you're going to need to put your index finger on this 3 and then hope to heck that your pinky finger will land up there on 8. Because then it goes from 1 to 8, okay? So you've got to make that big stretch. And so that's going to be a problem. So you'll notice down in the tough uke line, I change it to a bar chord, and I change the string in which they're on. So rather than playing a 1 on the second string, I'm going to play a 5 on the third string. Okay, and you can't hear the song yet, right? I need to work on that and get my playing together a little bit cleaner. But it is correct and it will work. I do know it'll work. I just can't get it quite yet, okay? Since I just graded it this morning. Next, and then you're going to have this bum, 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 bum in the middle of that. So the 7 through 13 is a technical exercise for you. You're probably going to have to memorize it. You're probably going to have to really dig into it and let it be as close as you can get it and then not worry about it overly. So I'm going to go from 7 through 13 real slow and see if I can at least get the timing right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. Let me start again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 8, 8, 5, 5, 6, 8, 6, 5, 5, 8, 8, 8. And then the chords here are B flat, F, C, jump back up to F. Okay, and since it's not sounding like anything yet, you may need to go listen to the MP3 and be like, what is that supposed to be? And then you'll hear it and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the way that's correct. That's what it's supposed to be. And then that little figure shows up 4 different times in the song, 7 through 13. And so just know you're not going to escape it. So you might as well just learn it. Okay, and then at measure 14, let's go to that. Okay, bum, bum, that's that 5-3 is going to be there. And now the song really begins, and this is where we'll put our energy in today at measure 15. Okay, so 3, it's, and then put your F chord on, pinky on 3. 9, oh, A minor with the 3. Clunk on D minor. We're going to have to roll your index finger down to get the 1. Saturday, F chord. The B flat, regular, page 2. F chord, round, shuffles, and then it says G7, but just play a G in C chord. There's an F chord. Oh man, A minor, sitting, D minor, roll your index finger down, next to me, F chord, making love C chord, so it's really a C7, tonic, and gin. And here's this little figure again. And then a C chord. Okay, a measure 32. He says, son, can you, A minor, play me a D minor, roll your index finger down, memory, F chord. I'm B flat, not really, go to page 3, F chord, sure, 3's, L, it, again make it G chord, go, C chord, but it's F chord with a 3, sad, and it's A minor with a 3, sweet, and I, D minor, roll your finger down, knew it come, F chord open, play, when, B flat, I knew, C7, younger man's F chord, close, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, and then he does some dum-dee-dee-dum-dums, right? So grab your high D minor, that's bar on 5, ring finger on 7, dum, 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 7, 8, dum, dum, and then just open it up, dum, dum, B flat, D minor, dum, 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 and then and then you've got to go, that's D minor, and let's look at measure 54. It starts with that D minor, carries it over the measure, and then you got 7, 8, dum, dum, and then you're going to do this G7, and you see you're at 7 and 8, right? So you're going to use your high D, G7, and your pinky on the 7. That's all you're going to do, 7, 8, 7. And then probably go grab the low G7. Maybe not. And then 5, 3. Okay, and then we talked yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, I think it was May, or I can't remember who brought it up, Sandy maybe? Talking about descending bass line. This is exactly what's going on here in his song. Is on piano he'd go blom, 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 right? But on ukulele we can't really do that because we don't have any bass notes. So we do it with smart chord thinking. So we may actually sometimes change the chords, but this one is going to be at measure 57, bump, bump, bump. You can feel the descending notes, blom, 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 and then it's going to change to a C7 to create some tension, blom, and then here's the piano man part, okay, F chord with your 3. Sing us a minor song, you're the D minor, roll your index, piano man, F chord, B flat, sing us a song, 2, G chord, 9, C chord. Well, we're F chord with your pinky, all in the mood for a D minor with your 1 melody, F chord, and B flat, you've got a C chord, C7, feeling all, F chord, right, and then here's our figure. And then a nice little descending here. And now you're going to go back 3 times, well really 4 times, right? This is the first time through. You're going to go back 3 more times all the way back to measure 15 and play each of those verses. Nothing changes on them. The only thing that will change is the lyrics, as we often do with folk music, is sometimes the lyrics are close enough, right? And popular singers are not immune to this, where they will say, oh, add in an extra syllable, or take out an extra syllable. And so throughout, there's places where you may need to add a note or take out a note based on what's going on in the lyrics. If you're singing it, you don't care, right? You just play F, A minor, D minor, F. But as an instrumentalist, you probably care a little bit, because people with this song will be kind of singing along in their head, and so you should maybe be singing along in your head too as you're going through. Sometimes you're going to hit, look at measure 23 is probably the best example. There's an old man sitting next to me. You see how long that note is? There's an old man sitting next to me. But the next time you come through, you're actually going to fill in words there. And he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of dun dun dun. You're going to hit that 3 a bunch of times. Talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy. Lots and lots of just plucking extra notes there. You just use the note that's there. You just pluck it more often. And then the final one, knows that it's me, they've been coming to see. And so you'd hit that 3 a whole bunch more times. So that's why when, as an instrumentalist, obviously you're focusing in on the notes themselves, but you want to make sure to also be paying attention to the lyrics as you go through. Once you play through the song 4 times, then we have that outro is the same as the intro, and you're done. I'm going to work as hard as I know how to work on that intro to get it where I can play it where it makes sense, right? But go listen to the MP3, and I think you'll see what I'm saying. All right, I held you over 6 extra minutes. I don't know. I just now looked at the clock and went like, ah. So we ended up doing the whole entire song. But not on baritone. So tomorrow for sure we'll tackle it with baritone. We'll have this for a couple of days, guys. It's a lot, and again, I would work on 7 through 13. If I had anything to work on here, 7 through 13. If I can get that conquered, the whole song's going to come together for you. Okay, have a wonderful afternoon. I got to get off to harmonica class. You should come over to harmonica class and play with us, and I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Work on Billy Joel or Eric Clapton. Thanks for being here. Peace.